I would like to talk today about vibrato. Vibrato is required of all oboe players. They expect to hear you play with vibrato, especially when you get into high school. So it's something you need to start practicing. If you're not sure what vibrato is, you need to listen to all sorts of musicians playing, because many musicians play with vibrato. If you watch a string player, a violinist, you will see their hand do this. That's vibrato. And so what it is, as the name suggests, vibrato, they vibrate. They go back and forth on the string to make it go, ah, and that's what we're trying to do. Some people who play oboe are very happy that they get to play with vibrato because they naturally like it and love to do it. And some people are very reluctant because they're not really sure what it is. If you're not sure how it sounds, you have to listen to a lot of people making music. Go on YouTube, listen to people on the radio, listen to any kind of musicians, find some oboe players and notice it. And then once you notice it, you can try to copy it. I was always taught that you play a note, and I'm going to play a B because that's the easiest note with the least resistance on the oboe. I was taught to play a note, and just while you're playing, just go ha, 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 while you do it. So, okay, so that's the initial pulsing that we want to feel. Now, sometimes when my students do that, this is what I see and hear. They try to do something, I can see they're trying, but I can't hear any pulsing in the sound. And that's because it's actually pretty easy to go ha. It's really easy to go ha, but it's not easy to go to relax. And so the relaxing part is the most important part of the vibrato and what really makes it successful. So I kind of have this exercise that I think kind of helps people to get to the relaxed part of that phase. We want amplitude, right? We want it to be ha, 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 ha. So the big amplitude is what we want. So I always have my students start by playing the B, but playing a horrible B, like one you absolutely hate, you would never play in public, it's weak, it's unsupported. We need hardly blow. Your mouth has to be very strong, a very strong oboe embouchure that's wide open, and hardly blow. And you're not going to want to do it because it feels horrible, and it's exactly what we've been trying not to do. But for vibrato, we have to do this. So here's my good B. Here's my terrible B. Right? That's horrible. But I have to have that much difference in my blowing to make the vibrato work. So what I do is I start with the horrible B, and then randomly I'll just go ha, like a karate chop. Am I blowing? Ha, ha, ha. But every time I'm trying to just keep on playing the horrible B, ha, ha, with the horrible karate chop. With a karate chop in between that. And I can always hear that I have the ha and the relaxed part. And that's really what I'm looking for when I'm doing this exercise. I also want to caution you. Some people feel like, oh yeah, it's really easy to do. And I see them doing this. They're using their teeth and their lips to do it. It's much easier to do it that way, but that's the totally wrong way. We don't do it with our lips or teeth. We just do it with our air. So if it feels physically active, you're doing it correctly. So I have an exercise just to practice getting this mechanism. I put my metronome at 60, and then I play 4 quarter notes, 4 beats of eighth notes, 4 beats of triplets, and 4 beats of 16th notes. It sounds like this. So once you feel comfortable doing that exercise, especially the 16th notes, then your vibrato will have some more strength and integrity, and you'll be able to start applying it in all the solo pieces that you work on.